Hello, everyone. This program is using a switch statement. A switch statement is an alternative version of the if-else-if-else statement. But for a switch statement, you usually use it in scenarios where you only have equality. You cannot use it for a range of values. For example, when you evaluate a grade, you have 80 to 89 as a B, 90 to 99, 90 above is an A, 60 to 69 is a D. You cannot use a switch statement for that because switch can only be used for equality. You will see. Okay, let's do this program, and then you will see. I will explain that more. So this is asking the user to enter a code, and then you evaluate that code and display a message. So first we need to declare a variable called code or error code, which is a better one, and ask the user to enter a code, right? What is the code that is displayed on your computer? Okay, and then we get that code and put it into error code. And then we begin to evaluate. The keyword is switch, which is in lowercase, okay, switch. And the parenthesis, within the parenthesis is the value to be evaluated. It can be a literal value, a number, a char, a bool. By the way, a switch can only be used with a bool, char, and int. The evaluated expression cannot be a double, it cannot be a string, etc. Okay, so what are we evaluating? We are evaluating error code. So error code, okay, switch on that, and we need the curly braces for the whole switch statement. Within it, we use the case label. This is called the case label. So this is just saying in the case of error code is an int, so we do not need any quotation marks. And let's look at our error code. We have 404, 410, so case 404 and followed by the colon, and you do not need the curly braces here. So cout file not found. And the important thing to remember after case is to make sure you have this break statement. The break statement is extremely important because without it, all the cases will run. Okay, we can run that in a minute just to see. So this is one, and case 410, server busy. So cout and break. Make sure you have the break, and then we will have the other cases, the other two. Okay, for this case, 609 or 768 request declined. So this is basically an or, right? Either that one or that one. And this is how you express an or, 609 or 768. So 609 and, oh, why? Okay, and you just continue with the case, stack them, 768. This stacked case expresses the OR logic. So this is saying in the case of 609 or the case of 768, what do we do? It is request declined. So we cout request declined. Okay, so notice that, let's do that. And in all other cases, we just say you are getting through. In all other cases, that is equivalent to the else in the if-else statement. So we use a default, that's the keyword, to express that. Default, you are getting through. Okay, so let's see. First of all, remember I said these cases, they must be equality. That means it can only be a distinct number. It cannot be a range. You cannot say case 404. You cannot say great case greater than 404 or case less than 404. You cannot do that. It is a discrete value, a single value. Look at each case. They are all a single value. That's why a switch statement is not good when you want to evaluate a range of values. If you want to evaluate a value to see whether it's in the range, for example, between 80 and 90, you have to say case 80, case 81, case 82, case 83 until case 90. You have to stack all of them like this. And that is a lot of stacking of cases. You do not want to do that. That's why it's not good for that situation. But when you do have a distinct value, this is good. It's very easy to understand, and the syntax is easier. Okay, another thing we want to discuss is the break statement. This break statement means if the error code is 404, then it prints out this file not found and then break out of this switch. It gets out. It does not continue to do any of these. But if you do not have a break statement like this case, okay, since you don't have break, if the code is 501, it will print this out and then it will continue because you don't have the break. It will continue to do this and then no break, it will continue to do this. That is the danger of not putting a break statement after each case. So let's run it and you will see. First, let's enter 404 and then we will try this 501, okay? So what is the code that is displayed? 404, and it says file not found. So this runs according to our program. It's correct. Let's run it again. And let's this time enter a 501. And you will see it prints out denial of service attack. And then it continues request declined. And then it continues to the default case you are getting through. So you can see why, because after 501, this case, we do not have a break statement. Therefore, it keeps running. It runs all of them. But in the previous case, we entered 404. We have a break here. That's why it gets out. It didn't run any of them. Okay, that is why you need the break statement. So let's put it here. And after default, do you need a break? No, because it's the last case anyway. It will not, there is nothing more to run. So let's run this again. Now I'm going to close this one. And this time let's enter 501. And you will see this time it will be correct. 501, it says denial of service attack, and it gets out because of the break statement, okay? So let's recapture this. Several things. This must be of the type bool, char, or int only, no double, no string. Okay, so if you declare this as a double, it will not work. After switch, you must remember the curly braces, okay? And for case, these must be distinct values. You should not use switch statement to evaluate a range of values, for the simple reason of you cannot list all the cases. It's very time consuming and not efficient. So only for a handful of distinct values. After each case, you have the colon there, that's the syntax, and no curly braces are needed. And after each case, make sure you have a break. Without a break, all the following cases will run until the end of the switch or until it finds a break statement. The else is used here, it represented as a default. I forgot how to say that. So you use default to represent else. That is the last case. That's it.